Yo, 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 yo. Yeah. Grind time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with their opponents.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the second down throw on target. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Let's
keep
go.
moving. All you got to do is look at me.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 57 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down,
Go, Farrell.
Sanders.
Let's go.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit? Right? Grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Everybody like to run that little play.
25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to... Hey, we got everybody come... Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 14 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
On first down, Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
50-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try and run with Booker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
He ran right into the damn man.
From the gun, it's Carr. His pass caught.
Good enough, boy. Let's go.
He is
I don't know how he got it.
touchdown, Raiders.
Shit, shoot, really.
Carr with a touchdown
We'll
pass
take
to
it.
Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone.
Have some of this.
And it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone. And that, my friends, is a safety.
Wow.
Points.
That's what he
2
did.
points to the
That's what
defense.
he did.
Hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
This is taken at the 10.
Test him.
Carr now on first down. He'll let this go deep
Test
for
him.
Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Too slow. Too slow, boy. Let's go. Rose, you ball.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker
Play the ball.
Will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry
Rose is balling.
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Hurts. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's getting
Let's go, boy.
past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this one travels out of bounds. Unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Going to the left side. Right there.
Jacobs now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he'll pull it down, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Burt sets up to throw it.
Get that. Get that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Stand bound.
Tucked in there.
He out of here. First victim of the day. Get him out of here. Friendly quick. Why you out your damn mind? Tap, boy. Out of here. Be gone. Let's go, man. Let's go. I don't want no mess. I don't want to talk, bro. You quit. I did. Trying to grind today. Couldn't get a game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
What? Let's get it.
Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down.
Got it now.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 52 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Got it. Let's go.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Man, let's go, Kyler.
Watson's going to go down.
Boy, heavy out there, right?
It's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Well, that game, you see.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Forced out to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his connection
What rules? You was balling.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
No!
Deep ball here, just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Damn, man, screw you, boy.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good.
What's up, Queen?
Quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans get a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 24, Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Carr, and he fires one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Lets this go for Renfro. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Callahan with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go.
No way,
for
man.
Fuller.
Man, ain't no way.
Fuller, 81 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
16. Texans 14. Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to the...
Double team, and it's intercepted.
Come on,
Bradley Roby. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. Caught inside the 15.
man. Come on, man. No way, man.
Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Texans 21, Raiders 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Will be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a second and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Johnson. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Damn, bro.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Watson again. This is Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd and goal. Watson is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan there to make the grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. It's just going to take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gavin Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot. Defense, you're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got it now.
Now he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Raekwon McMillan, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't they did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
3 quarters, bro. No point. Horrible. That ain't fluke.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the second down throw on target. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Carr now on first down. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
What's good, Perry?
We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, Jacobs. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This is Jalen Richard.
Going
down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Richard, 38 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, it's a nice little play, man.
This taken in about 4 yards
good,
deep. And no
Doing all
effort
right,
to
brother?
bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady.
Hey.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Work this well upfield across the 45.
Shit.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Brady's there complete.
Yeah, Brady.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, Brady.
Raiders 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Brady.
Got him. Let's go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. To throw, it's Brady.
Come on.
That's complete to Auclair.
No, yeah, I'm saying.
Now, this is going to depend on the spot.
Would have got that pressure.
He's just short. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd down, Richard. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did
Better get out
a
of
nice
there.
job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Way to hustle, boy.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr quickly into the hands of Waller. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Richard. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Carr completes it, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
J-Don Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A 40-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. Evans, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Brady on target there to Godwin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Look at this, a tight carry. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
Boyd has it. He's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Jalen Richard now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Eluding the pressure right.
Man, that shit's supposed to win out of bounds. That bullshit's supposed to win out of bounds, man.
He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Cameron Brate. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a black shoes and you pointed that out.
No, man.
Thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
My partner, man, here on YouTube.
Bradley
It's good with you on time.
for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
18-inch.
Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line. Henry Ruggs, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyler Williams.
God.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes left side. there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 25, Raiders 14.
A lot of different terms.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away
Like
following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get the started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed. And a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, he got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. And the big fella stepped up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, it's Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup at 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, this is long as it's over, and some might see this as over.
Yeah, cut his mic off early.
This is a team that puts on the hard hat and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Reception here by Ruggs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair... Catch a signal for and take it. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now off to the races down the inside. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 69 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
15 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep.
What?
At the 10. And he's going to take it for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 53 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. If there were any concerns about the elbow for Big Ben, I think the evidence there shows us that he's just fine.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Carl trying again on second down. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
For 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Rifles, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Get back in the winning column.
And into the end zone, touchdown Las Vegas. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there. 6 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Let's go. We do make them tap. Come on, EA.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Here comes Richard on the return. Oh, good.
Get out of there, boy.
Turn set up here.
Let's go.
Wanting room at the 50. Look out. Jalen Richard.
Let's go. Can you give me that?
Couldn't make it.
Man, come on, EA
As
Sports.
close as he could possibly get.
EA
Still,
Sports.
what a return.
Really? All right, what's the odds of that?
Solid opening drive so far. Now can they cash in 1st and goal? They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Made at the 20.
Bro, I don't have a clue.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Flushed out right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ain't no doubt about it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 40.
They're like, if you hold the button down too long, he's going to overthrow him.
Into the
And that's
end
what
zone.
happened.
It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch. Not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
He told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And some space here.
What?
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams, 35 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rodgers again now. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. The Packers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Oh, it'll be intercepted.
He ain't even get both feet in.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and
He ain't even get both
at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Out to his left. Look at, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken not before they work across midfield.
Get over here.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Raiders 14. Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
What up, Tyrone? What you doing,
Now
man?
in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Back on the main ground for the run, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, reception here by Ruggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited.
Dang.
It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Oh, yeah, bro. Man, appreciate that super chat.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And a Packer 1st down.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, 51 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Rodgers throwing here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Caught on the right side.
Oh, man.
He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And again, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Running is Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.
Man, you playing like shit. About ready to put y'all boys up. Start playing in this Super Bowl 18.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Now, this is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 53 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
From the 20-yard line.
offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what...
And got his man.
What?
All
Man.
the way down to the 35.
My man had that ball.
A big
How
play
in the
that
hell
time for the
did he catch
Ravens.
that? How?
45 yards.
Like, man, what the fuck is this? Wow.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson will throw again. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score. Ravens 14. Raiders 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Richard on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
The 13-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Calais Campbell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
Touchdown, Raiders! Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Right here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Raven 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, man.
By midfield. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He unclips for Snead.
You get some. Oh, damn time. Damn.
Best of plays there as a quarterback. Your right-handed rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Ravens' 42-yard line.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Marcus Peters on the tackle. That's a gain of 7.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
Man, come on.
Then they drilled him.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of times the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Flushed out right. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Jackson. Flush to his right.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
Man, this shit over with, bro.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Get on out of here.
Baltimore. Tackle.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
A 42-yard.
What up, 21? What's good with it?
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
Dang.
Yeah, it's about gonna wrap it up for me today, y'all.